Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.
Riya, welcome to the show. Yeah, my first question coming to you is there is the constant weakness that we are seeing with regards to the dollar index. However, the volatility is also expected to remain high, and this is on the back of the Fed meeting, which is expected tomorrow. What is your expectation from the Fed and the impact of the dollar index?
Good evening, Hiral. So yes, if you look at the dollar, it has it has weakened as compared to the other basket of currencies in the dollar index. Now, the major reason behind the weakening of the dollar is the risk appetite that we are currently witnessing. The risk appetite has been undermined by the hopes for a new U.S. stimulus deal, as well as confirmation of Joe Biden's presidential victory. There was a lot of chaos that was created by the accusations from Trump and the party. But the confirmation has come forth with respect to the Joe Biden's presidential victory. So this is again one of the news that has been acting on the dollar recently. The next thing is, of course, like you said, the Fed is holding its last policy meet for the current year, and there is an expectation that Fed will go ahead with the confronting, with the new stimulus package. There will be some relaxation that can come forth from the recent policies. So obviously there is more stimulus that is required for to support the US economy, and we are expecting the same to come forth from the Fed as well. So I think the new stimulus deal will definitely act on the uh, will act on the dollar in the coming sessions, as well as if you look at the Fed bond purchase and everything, they have been doing quite aggressive work in that. They have purchased around $40 billion of mortgage backed securities, and we are expecting that this quantitative easing will go forward, and they'll expand the quantitative easing in the coming financial year as well. So a lot of stimulus, a lot of quantitative easing is expected from the Fed part, and it will definitely lead dollar to test the lows of 90.89 in the coming sessions. I think dollar will remain weak for at least on a shorter term.
Right. Riya, from there on, amid the weakness we are seeing in the dollar, rupee is still the weakest currency. However, it's taken a resistance bar. What's your view?
So as far as Indian rupee is concerned, now why it has been at almost 3% down, though we have seen quite a substantial weakness since the vaccine news have come in, the new stimulus on the US part has come in, and dollar has weakened quite a bit from its higher highs that we have seen in this pandemic sessions. So the reason behind is RBI. Now, RBI had bought around 58 billion of dollars in the first 9 months itself as a part of the intervention. So this is the reason why we are not seeing the Indian rupee appreciating as much as it should have been. Now, if you look at the recent sessions, at the start of the December month or even the ending session of November, we are witnessing that the rupee has taken quite a narrow range. A consolidation momentum behavior is what we are witnessing in the rupee, and we are not, uh, leading the seeing that rupees again testing the highs of 75 and such. The reason being is we are seeing quite a bit of inflow that is coming forward in the capital market, in the domestic front. The equities have done have been performing out. The new IPOs have been performing out, and we are seeing quite good foreign inflows into the Indian equity market, and it has grown more than 20 billion uh, this year. So the good amount of inflows is what is undermining the RBI intervention into the rupee right now, because there is lot of liquidity into the market. There is a liquidity in the banking system as well, apart from the flush that the RBI has done. So there is a lot of liquidity that has been come forward, and the major task at hand right now will be for the RBI to how to get the rupee momentum under control, as well as to get the long-term borrowing cost under control, because we are seeing quite a bit into the bond market as well. So I think going forward, rupee depreciation will not happen much. We are not seeing it depreciating much. Uh, the upper band into the rupee will remain at 75, and I think if the inflows remains good, a dollar remains weak, and there is an uptick into the economic recovery, and the vaccine come forward into the into India, I think we can see rupee towards 70 to 50 as well, on a shorter term.
Right. And what's the view coming in, Ria, with regards to the pound taking Brexit tensions into consideration? Do you expect this kind of volatility to continue?
Yes, I've been receiving quite a bit of questions on the pound front. Now, the volatility obviously will continue, because the recent statements that have been come forward from both the parties is that they are extending the talks December 15th. Today, in the evening, there will be much awaited statements that can come forward, as today is the deadline of the Brexit exit, actually. So, I think today's later evening statements will put quite a dent into the pound sessions for the coming month, and the volatility is a result of that. The lot of uncertainty revolving around the Brexit, and then there is news that the UK can again can go under a very strict lockdown measures. So this is another factor that is playing forward, because all the work gone behind the economic uh, recovery will just fall out if there is again third tier kind of lockdown measures that will go forward into the lockdown. So I think a pound will remain quite volatile into the coming sessions, and the bandwidth that I'm seeing dollar to test on the higher highs, and probably a good opportunity that can come forward will be around 99.25, 99.65. These are the two resistance, the major resistance in the pound right now, because we have seen a downturn from these levels whenever there is a substantial bullish momentum that happened into the pair in the recent sessions.
Right. So, Ria, taking all of this into consideration, what are the strategies that you would recommend?
The strategy that you can go forward is with the short into the USD INR below 73.65 for the target of 73.50, 73.35 with stop loss around 73.80, 73.85. The next strategy that can one can go forward is shorting pound below the 98 levels for the target of 97.85, 97.65 with stop loss at 98.15. uh, you can also short JPY INR below 70.78 for the target of 70.60, 70.45 with stop loss at 70.90.
Right. Thanks a lot, Ria, for sharing those views and those strategies. Thank you, viewers, for joining in as well.